Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Washed by Elevation Rhythm. Now before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give this video a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do that by clicking the three dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon as we speak. You can also look for some merch on Spreadshop, and the link for that is in the description as well. And lastly, if you'd like to join my email list, well, you can do that, and if you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Well, grab your acoustic guitar, and you're going to need a capo today, and let's get started. All right, like I said, you're going to need a capo. It's going to go on the 4th fret, and yes, this is an acoustic guitar, and I'm doing this for a reason because, well, there's already tutorials out there for electric players, and that's fine, but understand that the song does still have acoustic guitar in the mix, and it's in certain places for a reason. I believe it was Tom Petty that said there is such an importance for the acoustic guitar, especially on choruses, and it makes the song sound so full that it just is pleasing to the ear, right? So I believe that was Tom Petty, but I'm not exactly sure. You might want to research that for yourself. But all that to say is, here are the chords you're going to need to know. G over B, C, D, and E minor. There's also an A minor 7 here and there. All right, well, those are all the main chords that you're going to need to know and understand. If you play the beginning with the acoustic guitar, it's just not going to sound great. And understand also that the song is supposed to start just with vocals. So it's a cappella to start, no chords at all. And then it is bass, drums, and electric guitars. The acoustic shouldn't play. So it might be a little boring at the beginning of the song, but once the chorus starts to hit, that's when you start doing this. And just understand that when you're mixing that song, if you're a sound engineer, you probably aren't going to want to hear all the chordiness of that, if that makes any sense. You're really wanting to mix the percussiveness of the right hand of the acoustic guitar. That's why it's important. But it makes the song sound full. And that's really the purpose of this tutorial. It's not just to make sure that you know to play the right chords on the chart. That's great. But understanding why you're playing them and why and where you're fitting in the mix is very important. So we're going to go play through the song like we always do. We'll talk about the strumming patterns afterwards, and you'll understand fully why we're being intentional about where we're playing in the song and not just all over the place, willy-nilly style. So get ready. Here we go.
I've been washed in the water, washed in the blood, I'm as good as me. Oh, hallelujah, I've been washed in the water, washed in the blood, all because of you. Let's go.
G, C, D, E minor. 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 A minor. C, G, C, D, E minor. G, C, D, E minor. G, C, D, E minor, A minor, C, G, C, E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G, C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, A minor, C, G, C, D, E minor, C, E minor, C, G, 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 C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, A minor, D, G, C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, G, C, D, E minor, A minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with playing through that song and showing you the chords on screen. Now, I want to tell you that there, of course, are parts of the song where the acoustic doesn't play. But on the flip side, there are plenty of parts of the song that the acoustic comes in. So you just got to be patient with yourself and understand that you're just not going to play the entire song, especially when you're playing full band. In an acoustic set, by all means, do what you can and fill in the gaps. But full band, you can't do that. All that to say is there's some liberty here, and I want you to be aware of the stopping points when you're playing, especially like that instrumental, where you go G over B, C, and so on. So portions of the song like that where you have to mind your rhythm and you can't just play whatever pattern comes to mind and blanket the song with one pattern. A lot of people, especially in the beginner stage of guitar playing, want to play a song with just one strumming pattern, and that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But this is why you can take yourself, if you're a beginner now, to the intermediate stage and don't just play the same pattern over and over again. That's why I love this song. And then when it comes to the chorus, anyway, let's talk about that chorus. It's a very full strumming pattern. Here it is again. Down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. Now, that's a little variation to what I was doing. It wasn't exactly the way you might hear it in the recording, but it's pretty darn close. If you can get something like that for a pattern, then you're off and running. Let's talk about those little pauses that you're doing, especially like during the verses. All you're really doing is playing the chord when it's supposed to change. And it helps when you're counting out loud too. Now, I can't multitask like that, unfortunately, right now, but I can tell you to slow it down. Slow the video down, slow the song down when you're practicing, or just play it at a slower tempo by yourself with a metronome. Now, I'll throw you a bone. I'll try to play it as slow as I can. try to isolate those problem spots in the song and get those down pat before you continue and move on. And then you can play the entire song with no issue. And remember, don't be afraid to slow something down to catch up. And then once you have that mastered, you can keep on going. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in the gear that you saw today, well, there are links in the description below. You can donate to the channel if you click the 3 dots next to the like button, and I truly appreciate it if you can do that. And I'd like you to check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon as we speak. Go check out the merch that's available on Spreadshop, and if you're so inclined, you can subscribe to my email list, and if you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great week. God bless.
Goodbye.